Well, according to this, it says I'm live. I've got a pulse, so I guess I am alive. I've got to figure this all out. Brand new, first time. But as you can see from the hat, I am a veteran. Only 20 years. Didn't do the 30. But I appreciate everyone that's hanging out there. Let's see. I think I've got my link in there. Let's see, outdoors. Yeah, I've got Big Matt, Ryan. It says, if you click, is number one on there? I don't see. I don't have number one showing up over here. But main thing is having the camera off to one side makes me feel like I'm lopsided here. I would turn my computer. It's just a tablet, so and it's falling down. There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's number one showed up. Now if I might, hey Matt, how would I invite them to come up? What do I do?
Links right there in the StreamYard.
Oh yeah, okay, the link's in the StreamYard. So if y'all would like to come up and help me stumble through this, the main thing I want to do is salute to all the veterans, because there's so many of us that came back from Vietnam and we were spit on and gestured at, I'll just put it that way, that they need some respect. I very much appreciate the Veterans Day and the chance to receive some of the accolades that we missed. Let's see who we have here. Okay, hit the thumbs up. There he is, the legend himself. Now I've got the other light in there. Yeah. See, now he's photobombing me. Let's see. I'll just be off to one side there. So they haven't shown up here yet, so they haven't come up. Here's to all veterans. Thank you to those who served, all serving, and all who gave their life for freedom. And I don't want to forget their families. The ones that were lost, the ones that came home damaged, and having to live with that. And it seemed that to a lot of them, when they came home, they were forgotten. Thank you very much for giving us your limbs, and have a nice day. But I imagine a lot of y'all have stories. Please keep it clean. This is a family channel. Let's see. Number one, be yourself. I think I read that one. Okay. We have to Remembrance Day here in the UK on 11/11. Yes, I was stationed over in Germany at Bitburg Air Base, and there was several big things going on at that time. Number one, be yourself. Yes, their families as well. Those who are family caregivers for them. Yes, the caregivers, the family, the children that only have pictures of their father or mother. It's a time to remember all those who served, whether you were in a kitchen making food, or whether you were driving a truck of supplies or whatever, you were supporting the troops. It's not just the ones who were pulling the triggers, because without all the people in the background, they couldn't have done it. And let's see if I've missed anybody. I don't want to be yourself. Big Matt, Ryan Williams. That would be, by the way. Okay. Does anybody want to come up and jabber at me? Please help. Let's see. I think one thing. Let me see if I can do this. One thing I want to mention is one thing you don't normally see is the Army Security Agency in Vietnam, because Vietnam was not considered a war. It was a police action that started off, but because it wasn't a war, they wouldn't allow the security agency in there. But they found ways around that. They would just change you from security agency to Signal Corps, and you got to go anyway. But no new comments. Oh, wait a minute. There's number one. Hold on. Let's see if I do this right. If I lose you, I'm sorry. Add to stream. Yep.
Well,
there
hello
you
there.
are. Let me see if I can get you up here. There we go.
Yep, you did it. You did a
You're
good
in the
job.
dark. All this time I thought I was in the dark.
No, I'm in the dark. It's bedtime. I've been up and I haven't been doing it.
I'm sorry.
What, Matt?
What did you say again?
I said I had been up and took my medicine, so I'm kind of like in bed. But you know,
Okay.
I didn't want to think that I wasn't remembering their families, because I come from a
Absolutely.
long list of vets in my family, so I know what it's like. And well, I can say how other people feel, but you know, there's a lot of veterans out there that have caregivers right now that are taking care of them. And there is just not enough we can really say or do. Thank you. It's just a small word, you know, for
Yes.
all of their sacrifices
But
that they
it means a
continue
lot.
to battle. Right. But they continue to battle. And it's almost like, if it's not Veterans Day or it's not something else, they're almost like forgotten. It's so sad. And that's how I
It is.
feel. It's like Veterans Day should be every day, you know? It's
Yes.
like, geez.
Like Christmas.
Yeah, because
Shouldn't just celebrate the birthday. Eat Christ every
exactly.
day.
Exactly. You got it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
You got it.
Gotta get put my hat
There
back
you
on.
go. Got your hat on. But
Yeah,
you got
now my
it. And
head
that's
won't
what
get cold.
but people forget. They go on with their daily lives and they forget that there are so many veterans out there, regardless what they did. Like you said, we're all a speck of sand on the beach, but we all make the beach. So it's
Yes.
like you're all a speck in the military, but you make a huge team.
Yes.
And that's
Let's
what's
see,
being
Ryan.
forgotten.
It's horrible to go to war all the time. Just wish all the countries come together and be a less war world, but that never happens. That's actually written in the Bible that it's not going to happen. But hey, Squirrel, glad to see you.
We would wish that would not happen. I mean, granted, yes, I would wish we wouldn't have to go to war. But when I think of what I have been trained, told for all my life, I'd rather go there than have them come here.
Yes, ma'am. That's very true. And the other thing is, those vets that have gone overseas can attest to this. But when you go overseas and you're in a third world country, you realize how blessed you are in this country.
Exactly.
All of the things that we have. I'm not just talking about food and money and stuff like that, but our freedom. Go ahead.
Our freedoms. I mean, it's if you have freedom, you have the ability to do everything.
Within reason, yes, ma'am. I'll
Well,
agree.
I'm of course within reason. I mean, you can't do
Yes,
everything. Within reason, you
but
can.
it has to be said that we have. Let's say your freedom to take a swing at me stops at my nose.
Right. Well, my swing, everybody should stop before I swing. You just don't go around doing that to people. In my book,
Well,
shut up.
I said your freedom to swing at my nose. That's where it stops. If you hit me, then I have the right to defend myself, and
Exactly.
that's another freedom.
Well, yes, but I wasn't speaking of being like abusive and things of that nature. I'm
Yes,
talking about freedoms to go upon our country, go from state to state. We don't
yes.
have to search people like they do in other world countries.
Yeah, you don't have to have a passport to go from state to state. Yes.
You
Um,
know, it's,
oh,
oh,
guess who that is?
Did you
hi.
get your candy?
Yeah, did you get my message?
She said, did you get her message?
No.
Check your message.
Check, check your message.
On through what?
I guess it's on the website or something. I left a
On the
message.
website.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So which did you get? The peanut brittle or the fudge or what?
She got fudge, and she got a couple different kinds of fudge.
The fudge, the plain fudge.
Plain fudge.
Right. She asked for plain fudge.
So was it sweet?
Well, of course it was sweet. All right.
just like my daughter. She's sweet.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
Wait a minute, Matt. No fair laughing.
Let her know. I'm about to go check it. I'm dealing with a medical thing with my son.
She's gonna check it, but she has to help her son who has a medical issue at the moment. So
yeah,
he's got some kind of red spot on his earlobe, and she's trying to figure out what's going on.
she has all the time in the world to check the message. It's not gonna go.
Yes.
But
So
you're
this is my first. This is my first live,
and
and I'm sorry.
you're doing wonderful.
Well, if it wasn't for Texans Down Under talking me through step by step, I would be worse off. Let's see, I'm missing anybody. Squirrel had told me hi.
Okay.
Squirrel magnet fishing, I should say. Ryan Williams. During COVID lockdown, some veterans were homeless. The government did nothing. It's just so wrong. And Squirrel magnet fishing agrees. You are so right, Ryan Williams. So I got to start learning to read the quotes.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
And I can run my lips. It's not a problem.
We all can, but it's true. There has been
you're kind of cutting out. Say it again.
there has been a lot of people who are it's not just,
Right.
God bless.
I think it's because I have so much noise around me that it's cutting you out when the noise here comes in. So maybe I'm just the one losing it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's sad that there's so many people who are homeless.
Yes.
Vet and otherwise, because there's a lot of children homeless as well as the vets and everybody else, and we just need to take care of our country and our.
I have a personal opinion, and it may or may not sit well with many people, but I believe our government's trying to get us all dependent on the government's handout and not be self-sufficient. When you are self-sufficient, you know you've got to get up and go out and work. And I can't tell you the number of times I've gone out and gone to work hobbling along because something's not feeling well or whatever, and you go to work and you do your job anyway. And that's been the American way of life for a long time. And that's why we have what we have. As I said,
even though I am on oxygen, I am in end stages of my disease. I get up, I show up every day. I was out in my garage trying to start my riding lawnmower. I was out trying to get my snowblower ready. I was out picking up limbs, traveling with a tank to do it.
Yep.
Tomorrow I'll
You
be
do
out.
what you got to do.
You got to, but you just have to show up. You have to get up and show, and you can't let them. You don't want to be dependent on the government, and they're doling out this money like crazy because they want you to get, hey, that's great. That's what people
Yep.
are thinking. I'm like, no, that's not good. They're buying you, getting you dependent on them, and then they're going to pull the rug.
Yep. I noticed that Ryan Williams said thank you to, I think it was to Squirrel, and then it's at Shogun 9 Hour or HR. Jeffrey Allen, Henry, amen. It looks that way to me. Shogun 9 Hour says hello to everybody. Okay. I don't want to miss the chat line there.
I can understand.
I don't want to snub anybody.
Nope.
I always say that if I don't pick on you, it means I don't like you.
There you
So-
go. Start picking. I'll let you
I
go.
work.
Else can come up and talk and make his.
They've got a lot of room. There's only 2 people up right now, so
Yeah.
if somebody else wants to come on up, I'll let y'all talk for a while. I'll sit back and watch.
No, you got to do the legwork here. It's your.
Yeah,
It's,
that's true too.
oh, you're running the show. Just tell Matt to make sure he doesn't eat all the goodies on you.
Did you hear that, Matt? She said, "Don't eat all the goodies."
I can't eat it, I'm diabetic.
That's right. He says he can't eat
Oh,
it. He's
he's
diabetic.
That's right. Now, is he insulin dependent?
No, he's not insulin dependent yet, but
God.
he's got to keep his numbers down
Yep.
on his sugar.
Well, he's a tall guy. Ooh.
Yes, ma'am.
He's a
Um,
big dude.
He has a but I think he says he's 6'9" the last time he checked, and
But I've been known to take him down a notch or two on occasion.
did you hear that?
Yeah. She's been known
Okay.
to take it down a notch or two. And
Yeah.
is that
I'm
a
10
notch
foot
or two
tall
or an
and
inch or
bulletproof.
two?
You say you're how tall?
10 foot tall and bulletproof.
Matt says he's 10 foot tall and bulletproof.
Yeah. Oh gosh, he's
But
dreaming.
I don't know if he's checked that or not. But
I had a 22 bullet bounce off my head.
Too
he says
funny.
he had a 22 bullet bounce off his head.
Oh my
But
God. Well, 22 isn't that strong.
was
That
that an
could
intentional aim or was that an accidental aim?
It was a ricochet.
A ricochet?
A ricochet. He's
Yeah,
thick-headed
I-
too. Is that what he's saying?
And Ryan Williams said, "Jeffrey, what's up?" Or should I do it the way?
No, he just said, what's up?
Huh?
He just said, what's up?
Oh, just what's up?
What?
What's up?
You sound like him saying it now. And I'm talking about Ryan, not Willie.
Right.
Well,
So-
I'm gonna let you go so you can
Oh,
discuss the bets. I really have to go and close my eyes. It's been a long
okay.
day. I took my medicine. It's gotten into me, so it's time.
Well,
for me.
I fell asleep with my tablet on my chest and my headphones on. I fell right asleep. So, giving
Oh my-
somebody some hours.
You need Mama. You need Mama there. Is she coming home
Well, I was
soon?
in bed with Mama. She was
Oh,
asleep
Mama's
beside
back. Oh, she was
me. Yeah,
back.
I went and got her. So we're home again. So,
Well, that's
Mama.
good. I'm glad you picked her up. She needs to be home with her hubby. All right. Talk to you later, and thank you for giving the vets a shout out. That's
Oh,
all.
thank you for
And
coming
yourself,
up
and thank you
sharing,
too. And thank you
and for
too,
your
sir.
viewpoints for the veterans.
Thank you.
Salute to
Thank
the
you.
veterans.
No, I go love my veterans. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Have
Good
a good
night.
night.
So, is there somebody else want to come up and put their viewpoint out there? We're all able to say what we want here because of our veterans giving us that freedom. And how about somebody else want to come up? Yeah. don't think I remember. Hey, Matt, how does he pronounce that? That Shogun? 9 hour or 9 HR?
Yeah, just call him Jeffrey.
Jeffrey? I can do that. I don't think I've really seen you on before, Jeffrey, but
Yeah, he's been on mine. He's been on.
well, I didn't see him on it.
He's got a couple different channels.
Okay, but everybody's talking to each other, but nobody wants to talk to me. I'm gonna cry. But all right, as I was saying before, the purpose tonight on my first live broadcast is to thank all the families, the veterans, the disabled, or the ones that made it home all in one piece physically, but we got to remember some of them have issues from what they had to see and go through. So just remember the veterans. Give them the honor they should have been getting a long time ago. Let's see, Jeffrey Works. I have 3 different channels. Number 1, be yourself. Thank you to all the vets, families, caregivers. God bless you all. Jeffrey, are you saluting just the Texan veterans there, Jeffrey, or is that you're talking about the Texans football team? Ryan, TDU, how's you?
Texas Down Under.
Texas Down Under. Yeah. Well, how are you? She's not talking back to me. So, anyway, I couldn't think of a better first than to salute our veterans. I did do 20 years in the Army from 1967 to 1987. And I was stationed near Vietnam, but legally I was not assigned in Vietnam. I was a direct support over in the Bitburg Air Base. I'm sorry, not Bitburg.
Germany.
No, over in Thailand.
Thailand. Oh, that one I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of the, I mean, I know.
My brain's a little fuzzy today.
I know
Let's see.
what locations are on some of your slides. That's,
Oh, Texas. I remember them every day because I want to join. So this is Veracruz Veins got me a red X on my card at Maps. Texas Down Under, those are the best circles to run around. Bangkok. Okay. I was stationed actually between the runways of Bangkok airport, and I had to carry a top secret crypto TOML clearance to work there. And as I said, I've flown into, landed, and out of Saigon, but I was not officially stationed in her. Let's see. No one be yourself. Are you still here? I think she said she had to go close her eyes. Text at Sugar. Okay. As I said, please, anybody that wants to come up, you got a story about a veteran, brother, mother, father, sister, brother, neighbor that was a vet, let's give them some love out there and thank them for what they did. Let's see. I can't. We're on here, Matt. Does it show how many people are on this site?
Well, it's telling me there's 5.
It says there's 5 up. Okay. Oh, it says 6 there. Okay. Great. Yeah, I've been stationed in Japan, Thailand, Turkey, as I said, passed back and forth through Vietnam, Germany. It's a lot of traveling. You get settled down and you're told to pick up and move again. I was very blessed that a lot of my sites, I was able to have my wife with me and really helped me. Okay. Oh well, Ryan said, oh well, Texas down under, a very busy woman this evening. That was Cassie waving in the background. This evening, my gaming PC is playing up. I'm looking at pricing for mail and parcels. I'm willing to pay the, oh yeah, that's reference to your candy.
Yes, that's why I was over here. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hey, Ryan, could you go to my Facebook candy page and send me a message on there? Because if you give me your zip code on there, then I was going to look into stuff. But that's probably the easiest way is if you go to my Facebook Mason Jar Candies page. Then find me there.
If you didn't understand that, write something on here and I'll relay it to her. Let's see. Someone new here is it from that? I'm half Korean and I don't think it's the place for me because the conversation is heavy. Well, I'm sorry, but the veterans went through a lot of very heavy stuff, and we think they should be saluted for their doing the job they're told to do. And thank you very much for your have a good time. If it's not for you, I'm sorry. Have a great evening. Squirrel magnet fishing. My dad passed 1971 after the Vietnam War. After it was over, he was a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army. Thank my dad, U.S. Air Force grandfather, Army, Air Corps, and the great uncles, Navy, Army, Marines, and one aunt, nurse, Jeffrey. Let's see. Hey, Big Matt. It's also my IBS is being a pain this morning. It's 4 a.m. and can't sleep. I'm sorry to hear that. We've had dealings with IBS around here, so I understand what it means. Sorry you were having to stay awake, but I'm glad you came to visit us. I said if anybody would like to come up, I guess I ought to drop my link again if I can remember how to do that. Anita? Or Matt? Do you know how to, I can drop my site again? Okay. Well, I'll get it up here again in just a minute. Banners. How do I drop my? Oh, invite.
And then copy.
Copy to clipboard.
Then go down to the chat and paste it in.
Let's see. Oop. Turn. There we go. I don't know if that works or not. There we go. There's a StreamYard to, if you want to come up. As I said, I'm still learning this. This is my first time. And it's like the first time I learned how to ski was up in Alaska. And they had us going downhill with cross-country skis, which were very long, and couldn't quite figure out how to turn with them, so I just drop on my cushions in the back and then reposition my skis and go a new direction. I got there, but it didn't look graceful. Let's see. Ryan, yeah, I always support everyone's YouTube and try my best to panel up anybody YouTube lives. Okay. I don't have Facebook. Texas. Okay. Did you see that, Anita? He doesn't have Facebook. Okay. She'll figure out something. But
Just go on one of mine and just contact it,
so anyway.
I know where I'm trying to get it, then I can find out prices.
There again, I say if anybody would like to come up and just talk. Tell me about your channels. It doesn't have to be about vets. It just, that was my starter. So anybody have a story about a vet, come up and let the world know. If you just want to come up and just talk, we're good with that. I'd like to support and help other people grow their channel. It's just a good thing to do. We help each other here. So let's see, still have 5 people on, and Avid Fisherman. I think I went to your site here recently. I've been running back and forth to Dallas, so I haven't had much time. Ryan Williams, I know I've went to your site and enjoyed some of your videos. But let me look up here. I don't know if From That is still on. Interesting name. I wonder what would brought you to use that term. Interesting. I know what caused Texans Down Under to use that name, because when she started doing this, she was having to crawl underneath her house and try to fix frozen water pipes. So she started talking about the Texans down under their homes, and she picked up the name. Jerry. Oh, let's see. Number 1, be yourself. That's actually a very good name. Be yourself. When you try to be something you're not, it doesn't work out. Let's see. Yeah, Ryan. I enjoyed contact. I've been trying to. There's so many recordings of people have out. I haven't been able to get to many of them yet, but I'm trying to. All the ones that have signed up on my site, I try to go visit their site and see what they have and what their site is like. Squirrel's still watching. All right, I must be doing good. Doing fine on StreamYard. I missed something up here. My great uncle in the Navy brought home and is that Arisaka? I don't know what that is, from World War II, and that was my toy gun. Must be a type of a weapon at his house, and now it's in my collection with the working bolt. All right. Yeah, I do like going to other people's sites and sightseeing. I used to go sightseeing around the world on the Army's dime. They fly me into a country and I get to visit there and see and enjoy the foods. Let's see. Jeffrey, Japanese battle rifle. Okay. So that was interesting. I would enjoy seeing. Maybe you put it on a stream on your site and show it. I would be interested in that. And talk about. I think you said, yeah. Okay, was it your great uncle? Talk about your great uncle and show us that Japanese rifle he brought home. A lot of people try to bring home samurai swords and hikari swords and different things from the army. What's bad is when they start bringing home live ammo. I mean, live grenades and stuff like that. That was kind of dangerous. The family gets a hold of it. But, I'm sorry, what? Right, if the kids get a hold of it, yeah. I've got some things I brought from overseas, but I tried to, let's see, what was it? I brought home what was that? Bronzeware from Thailand. Instead of silverware, it was made out of bronze, a big set. I didn't have a wife yet, but I was expecting to get married. And a Nortaki china set, and sitting right over here in a cabinet. But just wonderful sights to see overseas. And again, you realize how blessed we are here in the United States with all of our freedoms. What's that, Ryan? Thank you. Oh, that's reference back to the candy. Okay. What?
That was to me.
Yeah. So, are you talking over my head?
Well, you're sitting down, what else am I supposed to do?
Oh, okay. She says I'm sitting down, so that's on the way. Everybody, I appreciate y'all coming out. And Anita, is there a way to see how long I've been on or not? Is it obvious?
Should be right next to the number of people in there.
Next. Oh, there it is. Wow, 38 minutes. Boy, I can run my lips. Hey, Matt, why don't you come up on my site? You just looking at me? You gonna come up live on mine? I'm twisting his arm. Hello, Matthew. This is I figure Matt has a few stories too. Most of them are fishing stories. I heard he caught a fish, but it was only, let's see, it was only this big between the eyes. Oh, there he is. Let's see. Add to stream, or is it banned from studio? Anyway, well, the wonder and his little one. I'm not hearing you, Matt.
Well, that's because I have my mic turned off, so we don't have echo.
Oh, okay. Can y'all hear? Let's see. Can y'all hear Matt through my microphone?
Hello, Abbott, Jeffrey, Squirrel, Texan, Ryan, how's everybody tonight?
Uh-oh. I don't know if they're hearing you, Matt. I'm not getting
I can hear
anything.
me.
Hmm?
I can hear me.
You can hear you? That's because you're beside yourself.
We'll see.
See,
Actually,
now I'm going to have an
now I
echo.
hear you. Okay. You can, as long as you're being heard out there, that's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
So we're up to 6. Yeah, now I can hear me.
That's what I said.
Okay. Okay. Squirrel says I can hear Big Matt. Ryan, I'm doing fine. BM. Now there's a good deviation. How's you?
Here you go, Ryan.
So
And Mom, I was gonna do it.
I would ask, ever since you've started doing this live on here, how much fishing have you done? A big goose egg, huh?
What did you do?
What's that?
1 or 2 trips.
One. Is that? Oh, you've been 1 or 2 trips, but you didn't catch anything?
Nothing big.
No keepers, huh? But yeah, I've got 20 acres here, and I've let both my daughters have a piece of property to have for their own use, and set up their house. And we're just far enough away that we're not on each other's nerves, but still close enough. If somebody needs help on the property, we're there to help each other. So, anybody else have comments about veterans, or how Big Matt treats his wife? Or, oh, I'm sorry, or Texans Down Under treats your husband? So.
Now.
She's mean.
I'm just asking. But what is that, Anita? Bring it back over here.
This is all fake stuff.
See?
Oh, is that the fake stuff?
Yeah, the good candy is
What
in
is
there.
it? Yeah,
I
I
told
can't.
you she's mean.
I can't. Oh,
Don't
Here, I'll
dump
do
it.
Okay.
I don't want it to fall out.
I know.
Mom,
Ice cream.
every time an Instagrammer does that, it ends up falling out right after the photo.
Anybody? Oh, by the way, anybody wants to drop their link, you're quite welcome to on my channel.
Gotta give them wrenches.
That's a good idea.
Do it from your phone.
Well,
No matter how old you are, your dad's always going to be older than you. Hopefully.
you'll have to show me all those good tricks later on. I think pretty much everybody on here, I would be happy with them having a wrench.
Except for Ryan.
Oh, okay. I guess Ryan's on the short stick there. Oh, squirrel. Went magnet fishing and my magnet came untied. Yeah, I was watching that one. It is the pond, I guess it's in the pond where I go magnet fishing. Have 2 others to use. Yeah, I was made a couple of suggestions on that live stream that you did. I suggested getting a flat metal plate and throw it out there and see if the magnet will attach to your plate. You could drag it back in. And Jeffrey thinks you could go scuba for it.
Or just another magnet.
Well, what if it's positive to positive? They're going to repel each other. Well, if it's stuck down in the mud, though, and you drag that metal plate across slowly, it may work its way up enough that it'll grab onto the plate instead of drawing it back real fast. And I also suggested when you tie the knot on that to use like a tie wrap on the tail end of the knot so it won't work its way through and loosen up. But I don't know if you remember seeing that on the live broadcast. But I was really sorry to hear you losing your magnet. I know those things aren't cheap.
And I know.
Oh, and Cassie's World knows that they aren't cheap.
I searched it up. Well, she bought some pretty hefty ones too.
Yeah.
I have a couple of them that I,
What do you use it for?
when I'm doing my work.
Ah, you mean that the ones that like to hold angles on something?
I've never bought.
Sure.
When you set your 90 degrees or 45 degrees or whatever?
No, when I'm doing making my knives,
Ah,
I use it, as soon as it doesn't stick to it, it's hot enough that I can stick it in the water
ah,
to quench it.
that's a good idea. So, who else you give wrenches to?
And it's
One of the things I intended on doing.
free shipping and it's
That's okay, Abbott, because mine didn't stick either.
shipping costs you most of the same cost.
I was at 404 and now I'm back down to 402.
Let's see if I can bring this up.
No, I said the shipping.
What I want to do is I want to have this flash up when I give somebody a wrench.
Including taxes, it's gonna be way more.
Everybody think that would be neat if that would pop up when you give somebody a wrench?
Did you just show them a wrench thing?
Squirrel says, I tried that, did not find it with another magnet. Shogun, you don't have a scuba license. The magnet ran me $30 to $40. Yeah, they're expensive. As I said, anybody
Go
wants
to
to
Harbor Freight.
go to Harbor Freight?
But if you don't have a lot of money, go to Dollar Tree. They actually have tools there.
Yeah, but they don't have the big magnets there.
Magnets.
Cassie's World was saying, go to Dollar Tree, and I told her they don't carry those big magnets there.
So, if you don't have a lot of money, go to Dollar Tree. 'Cause they
If you-
do have tools there.
Oh, they have tools at Dollar Tree. Yes, they do.
Too bad you can't buy a water enforcement.
You got no opinions or anything over there? No?
No, I'm just trying to stay awake.
Oh. So, do you have hopes of having water in your house soon, all over?
We have water in our house.
All the bathrooms and everything are connected?
I think so.
You think so? Yeah, they had, their underside of their house was just totally froze up. All their piping blew out. And it's been an ongoing story. Jeffrey's a certified scuba diver.
Well, Jeffrey, go over there and help out Squirrel.
Yeah. Let's see. But I'll keep going back to the vets when I can. if y'all won't talk to me about anything else, I've got a couple of friends that I met at church that was in the Korean War, and they probably were due for some
Boo.
what do you call it? Hi, Cassie's World.
Hi, Poppy.
They were probably due for some mental help, but he doesn't even want to talk about it over there. The interesting things that I've seen, traveled. I've got some photographs where I went back into the bridge over the River Kwai, and when I was in Bangkok, took a trip up the rivers and the little river boats. Oh, I'm getting behind here. Squirrel magnet. It was a double-sided 660, came from Amazon. I won't joke and say with Amazon River, but how do you copy and paste your YT channel on iPhone? Matt or Anita might be able to help there, but so,
One second.
okay, he'll be right back. Jeffrey, that would be cool and fun. Not sure, Ryan. Okay, I think Matt's getting ready to. Tell you what, want me to silence my mic here while you talk?
Sure.
All right, can everybody hear me?
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right, you see the phone? I'm in the chat right now. You're on an iPhone, correct? You're going to pull it down, and up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see your icon. Click on it. Then click on your channel, and it'll bring your channel up. You click on the three little dots, and then click on share, and then click copy link. Then you come back to the chat, tap on the bottom. You probably can't see what I'm doing. Paste, send.
Now we'll get you to do it 3 more times for us slow folks.
I think Squirrel figured it out. Yes, he did.
How about that? Way to go.
You were doing real good there. Are you experienced at this?
Not at all.
Not at all? Okay.
It's easy from your phone, for me. It took me a minute to figure out how to do it from my laptop.
Yeah. I'm using a iPad, and there's a lot of things different on that we're having to figure out here. So Ryan's going to give it a go.
And I just dropped the StreamYard link if anybody wants to come up.
Thank you. Appreciate the help. How come I don't see wrenches beside people's like you do on the other?
because you're in StreamYard.
Ah. Okay.
Ryan figured it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Squirrel was saying, if you want to come up my way, I can take you there where I lost it. I'm sure he might even feed you a meal or something like that, if you find his magnet.
He probably won't feed you squirrel.
Won't feed him squirrel?
Probably not.
Maybe possum?
Maybe.
Talk like or some hogshead cheese or you had hogshead cheese?
No, I don't want no hog yet.
I know my grandmother, I remember walking in the kitchen one time, she had this gray stuff in the pan, was scrambling it with some eggs, and she said it was calf brains. So calf brains and scrambled eggs. So, boy, have we digressed on this conversation. And Jeffrey's saying, where are you at, Squirrel? Uh-oh. So I guess I'm back here by myself at the moment. They're having Matt in Texas down under are having a conversation over there. So if anybody has something they'd like to talk about, you're quite welcome to come up. We can share the information you have. Talk about whatever. As I said, I just thought that talking about vets to start off with was a good opener, but I'd be willing to talk about most anything. So we're up to 9 people in the house. Squirrel says maybe McDonald's. I'm up at Shippensburg, PA. I remember going up the Pennsylvania area. We stopped through some of the Amish country and did some sightseeing all around, and had some really good food up that way. I was stationed at West Point, New York for a while, Fort Monmouth, New Jersey, Fort Devens, Massachusetts. So I've been up on the East Coast over there. It's some really beautiful territory up that way. Never made it out on like the Grand Banks or anything like that. What is it? I think there's White Mountains up in New Hampshire, or is it New Hampshire? Or was it Connecticut or New Hampshire area? So I'm sure y'all know that area a lot better than I do, but we just drove through and did some sightseeing. It's a real beautiful country. Look who's back.
Maybe McDonald's?
Yeah, I suggested maybe if he came up there to scuba dive and find his magnet, he might take him out to eat. He said maybe a McDonald's. Hey, food's food.
Give him a chicken McNugget.
Oh, let's see. What's those? What are those wraps they have? Chicken ranch wrap, or
Jeffrey Allen's in Northern Cali.
oh, does that mean California or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be a short hop with a plane or a long drive. he lost his magnet at Pond Back, PA. There is a pond up there. And Jeffrey says, laugh out loud, Matt, we are on the same page.
You're being nicer than I was.
But this has been enjoyable. Like on other people's sites and talking. So I guess it's my turn here to sit and just carry on the conversation with myself. At least nobody wants to talk. I'm hoping in the future, once I figure out how this works, I've got some old fishing pictures back from the 50s. Let's see. Oh, Jeffrey says he'd drive. Well, that's a nice drive from California. I've gone that way. In fact, I flew up to Washington State and helped my sister drive. I drove a big box truck, a rental truck, down with her household goods in it to come back down here to Texas. And we had to wait because they had, in the Washington State area, they had like 100 inches of snow several years back. And we were, had to wait for the snow crews to clean out the road so we could get out of there. Then we ran south as fast as we could down to California and then cut across like on I-10 after we got down where there wasn't as much snow.
Yeah, I seen that. I dropped your link. Add it.
Jeffrey, Henry, I need to fix my StreamYards or I would be up on the panel. I appreciate that. I just thought nobody loved me.
Hey, Jeffrey, are you on a cell phone or a laptop?
But in the military, I'd driven, well, you'd call them 18-wheelers nowadays, but they were tactical 18-wheelers. And 5-ton, 10-ton. So I was licensed to drive those type of vehicles. Okay. Cell phone, Android, and Google is correct for YT channel.
Okay. Do you have your internet on or off? He's from Northern California.
My sympathies. Actually, I lived down in Petaluma, California, just north of San Francisco, stationed at a base there. Wi-Fi is off.
I don't know why it won't let you come on panel then.
If you click on my link, does it give you an error code or just ignores it or what? Fort Ord. No, I was at Petaluma, California. There was an Army Security Agency base there. It was real small, and I was stationed there for a while. I think it was called Two Rock Ranch, California, and it was one of those ones where if you were driving past it and blinked, you might have missed it, but it was just a little kind of a listening post base. Let's see, black screen and circles. Oh, maybe that, like it's loading thing, the circle going around and around. If you just let it sit there a minute, it might finish connecting. Sounds like it's slow. Do you have a strong signal on your phone, or is it really weak? Let's see. Yep, loading screen. So if you let it just sit there and percolate, it might connect after that. Oh, full bars. Okay. I've had trouble with that before myself, but it's usually when I'm in a weak area. AR-15 time to play. Hello all. Tell us about yourself, or would you like to come up and talk? As I said, I was dedicating this kind of to the veterans, but we'll talk about anything just about. Just ask that you keep it clean for the family. Let's see. Matt, can you drop the link again for here? Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Sometimes.
I can hear you, but I can tell you AR-15's not coming up.
He's not coming up. Is he going to be wearing his camo if he does come up? Or his ghillie suit?
Yes.
Sorry.
But can you tell us about your channel there, AR-15? And if you want to drop your link, you're quite welcome to. Let's see. Oh, we're down to 3. Must have run off a bunch of people. Let's see. Yeah, looks like we're back up to 4. AR-15, are you still out there? Magnet's still, Squirrels, magnet fishing's still there. Jeffrey hollered, what's up? You just waving? You're not talking?
Look at your screen.
Oh. Okay.
I have 2 channels now.
You got 2 channels. They both look the same to me. So, we have discovered AR-15's claim to fame. He's friends with Big Matt. Okay, tried to come up and it froze me. I don't know, sir. Might take some figuring out. I don't know who's out there that could help him. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Squirrel and Jeffrey and you and me. Or do I count on that count? I don't count on that. So there's actually 5 on there. And are you on mine? Oh,
No, sir, not right
okay.
now.
I will see if there's an update on both or uninstall and reinstall Chrome and StreamYard. It's a good start.
When's the last time you updated your phone?
I think it was a recent Chrome update.
I don't know if you could hear Texas Down Under.
There was a recent update on Chrome.
Well, Mr. AR-15. Oh, Big Matt's back. AR-15 must have left. You have some weapons also?
Yeah?
You do. What's your big ass one?
My AR-12 gauge.
I was gonna say probably that 12 gauge you got. You can throw a lot of rock salt or slugs.
You should have seen what it did to the coyote last night.
You mean that ball of fluff out in the yard?
No, just a little red spot.
Just a little red spot. Now what did that coyote do to you?
He was trying to eat my chickens.
Trying to eat your chickens, huh? He says, we had an update on phone last month. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're doing the best you can right now.
Now, Abbott, I don't know if that one's going to stick because it doesn't have any content on it yet.
Yeah, coyote was in the wrong place at the right time.
Yeah, he was trying to dig a hole into my barn.
Into your chicken coop. Your other dogs let you know he was there or what?
Yeah.
If you let them loose, would they run him off or?
I don't know. He didn't look right. Because the light didn't even bother him. So,
Maybe he was really hungry.
maybe. But he was acting weird, so I didn't want to
Take a
the
chance.
chance.
Yeah. So you just spread his blood all over the place.
I hosed it off.
Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna play with something here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just kind of shove you over to the side of the. Let's see. No. There we go. Now it makes you look bigger than me. I gotta remember left and right on here. I keep getting half off the screen. Yeah.
Now I'm pointing at you.
Yep. but I'm not over there.
Exactly.
Links and geradeaus. Left and straight
Out
ahead.
of the house.
No, not get out of the house.
Oh, are you sure?
A little of my sprechen Sie Deutsch. You travel in all these countries, you learn just enough words to get in trouble.
Yep.
You ask them, which way can I get to town? They say, you know, they start telling you in German because you said a little bit of German, so they start rattling it back to you, and they say, you know, don't go in that direction because there's a big dog that will bite you. So they pointed that direction. Guess which direction I would go because I didn't understand all they said.
Hey, how about in the Azores though? We didn't have to understand it. They said you go this way, and sure enough, that's where it was.
Yeah. Texas Down Under was saying in the Azores we didn't have to understand because they had gave real good hand signals. They would say you go this way and that way and that way and then up over the hill and down. And sure enough, that's where it was at. Let me see here. I think I'm getting behind on my, let's see if it's an update. What's that? He had a lead deficiency. Well, that was taken care of real quick. It's like a plains sickness, like a plains stick. Okay. So the he was attracting too much lead. Thank you, sir.
Well, he had a lead deficiency,
Yeah.
and I gave him the cure-all pill.
Yeah. Kind of like that joke about the bugs that end up on your windshield. You say, well, they don't have the guts to do that again. I guess I've run off everybody here. We're down to 4. Pull back, go up, left turn. Your right is like being on panel. In 42, is it? Yep. Well, I have crested over the hours mark, and I've just about run everybody off. Appreciate everyone who came up and the help I've gotten. This was a learning experience for me, and I wish all the very best. And once again, I want to thank all the veterans, their families, dependents, mothers, fathers of the ones that didn't make it back and did with damages. There's no way we can really repay them except just to let them know we appreciate them and we thank them for keeping our country safe. And I am going to call it tonight. Thank you again for everybody that came in. Hopefully we'll see y'all again, and I'll try to be a little more articulate on what I'm doing and saying here. Have a good night. I'll leave it on for a couple of seconds for any goodbyes that you want to do.
Bye.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate it. Hey, Squirrel on there, have a good night. Jeffrey, have a good night. With the AR-15 and Texas Down Under and Big Matt, have a good night.